Good morning from Beaver Dams Park in Thorold, and preparations are underway for the incredible Niagara Jazz Festival. And there's a lot going on. There's going to be free events, great food, great drinks, and who better to talk to about it is the co-creator Juliet, who's arriving in style. Let's get her out and we'll find a little bit more about this great event. Hi, Juliet.
Hi.
What, you know, hey. A grand entrance is the most important for any event. It's so nice to meet you, Juliet.
You too. What a pleasure. What
You're
a pleasure.
Looking good. Tell me about this. You're all festive and
yeah. So we've got our 12th annual Niagara Jazz Festival coming up. We're at our last venue of our summer festival, so I'm going to kind of work backwards. But this is the Battle of Beaver Dams Park, where we'll be finishing with our free event. So we have 2 free events as part of the festival, and that's on June 29th. And I'm going to talk about the programming a bit later. And then the other event is happening tomorrow, Saturday, all day Saturday, and that's in Queen Street in Niagara Falls. It's a big, easy second line celebration. So as you can see, the theme is Mardi Gras this year.
Ah, that's why.
Right?
And the beads. Thanks for my beads.
So on the 20th, I'll be talking later about our Mardi Gras event. And what we're doing tomorrow on, June 14th, Saturday, June 14th, is with the City of Niagara Falls. We're taking over Queen Street.
Wow.
From 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. and it's all free. So I hope you can come out. And there will be second line parades, and that's like a brass band that marches down the street, and you can come out, bring your old umbrellas. We have an arts and crafts family zone, so you can decorate your umbrellas. You can bring out your beads and baubles and feathers. And so we've got things happening in different businesses all up and down the street. We've got cocktail making demos, and there's different culinary features at some of our partners like Havana Cafe and, Havana Restaurant and Bar, and also Perry Crepe Cafe. So we've got just so many partners involved, and we're really excited.
Sounds like it's a whole month.
Almost a month, really.
Yeah,
so
the month
3
of
weekends.
June.
So really, tomorrow is kind of a pre-launch to kind of tell everybody about Mardi Gras, which starts the next weekend, and then we have 2 weekends, and I'm going to talk about that a bit later. The whole lineup, because there's a lot.
And there's a lot to know. So where would people find all this information?
Good point.
Website?
Yes, website,
okay.
NiagaraJazzFestival.com, or on social media at Jazz Niagara.
All right, well, we'll be back. A lot more to come. Getting ready for this incredible festival.
Yeah.
Well, if you're looking for something exciting to do, the Niagara Jazz Festival is, getting ready, and Juliet is giving us a little sneak peek on Morning Live just to tempt us somewhat, right, Juliet?
Yeah.
Okay, well, with every good festival comes some really good refreshments.
Yes, absolutely. And we have a new beverage partner, and we have always along the way, we have wine and beer partners, but this year we're adding to the mix a non-alcoholic beverage partner called Groovy. And we're so excited. They're a Canadian-based company.
Oh, love that.
So yay, oh Canada. And I discovered them just recently. I was in Toronto at an event, and one of our MCs actually, who will be here at the park on the 29th, Ori Dagan, he introduced me to the product. He's a big ambassador of theirs. And I was there, and I tried this one here, which is a sangria, which has notes of blood orange and clove, and it's absolutely delicious.
Nice.
And I tried it, and I said, you know what, please connect me to these guys. I'd really like to be involved and to bring this into the festival, because we have very long days at the festival, and I do like a glass of Chardonnay, but if I'm drinking Chardonnay all day, it's not a good thing. So now you're going to see me running around the park.
Change it up a little bit, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So with Groovy products, and they've also got they've got the Golden Era Lager, and that's from 2002, won a first place award.
Wow.
And I forgot to mention that the sangria is only 3 to 4 months on the market.
Really?
So very, very new.
So this is something that people will try. Oh, I've never seen this. I've never had this. Oh, I'm going to do it again, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what I wanted to say about Groovy as well is they're really interested in being involved in community events. And like this is a community event. It's a free event here on the 29th. So they're really excited to be here. We're also going to have them at another one of our events. I'm going to list all of the events later, but that's on June 22nd in Niagara Falls at our jazz picnic. Swingin' Jazz Picnic.
Swing in is right. And when you say here, we're at Beaver Dams Park, which is one of the venues. This great ride here, you pulled up in this earlier.
Yes, my ride. So Cardinal Kia Niagara Falls is on board as our official car sponsor for the second year in a row.
Wow,
so we're thrilled to have them.
nice.
And talk about a new car smell. Wow.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, and Andrew said, he was telling me it's made of a lot of recycled products. So really interesting. So yeah, definitely contact them if you want to hear more information about the cars.
Okay, well, when we wrap up, maybe you can take Luke and I for a little spin in it,
Sounds
okay?
good.
We'll be back. Beaver Dams Park is just one of the many venues for this great jazz festival in the Niagara region. This is Juliet, the co-creator, and we'll be back. A lot more to come. Good morning, and we're back giving you a little sneak preview of the Niagara Jazz Festival that's taking place, well, all over the place in the Niagara region, but we are at Beaver Dams Park in Thorold, which is one of the venues. And, you know, with a great festival, great music, you want great refreshments, but also, most importantly, great food. Right, Danielle?
Yes, Shelley,
This is
thank
Danielle
you so
from
much.
Comfort Kitchen. You're one of the vendors
Right.
here, and you have a very interesting background where you studied and where you've cooked.
Well, I'm all about eating. I mean, this is
Aren't we all, though?
This is the body that Niagara built. But I've also traveled a fair amount, and I fell in love with the food in New Orleans.
Nice, so
So-
that's very fitting for the festival.
There you go. And I don't drink as much as most people, so I ate twice as much. It was wonderful.
That's to each their own, Danielle. So I take it you'll have some food featured that.
Yeah, what we've got on the table, of course, isn't even a small percentage of everything that we're going to have at the on the venue at the 20th when we're in the Oaks Garden.
Okay.
I'm very excited about that because that's the Mardi Gras.
Oh, fun.
So we
yes.
will have everything all decorated up. And
Tell us about this item here.
okay, that is muffaletta mix.
Oh, try
So-
saying that 5 times in a row.
I would not dare.
And what is it, like a salsa?
No, this is, well, I guess it is sort of like a salsa.
Well, what would you eat with it?
It goes on this sandwich.
Oh, it goes on the sandwich.
Yeah, which I can bring over if you like.
Okay,
So
very
you've
nice.
got capicola, you've got all sorts of meats, and then you let this beautiful salad, it's like an olive salad,
Okay.
and it soaks into the bread. And I know we're used to trying to keep things from soaking into bread, but you have a really good ciabatta. It holds up to it, and you've got this beautiful olive oil. So it's an olive salad. If you ever want to make it yourselves,
Yeah.
don't come to me.
Come to her,
But-
Comfort Kitchen.
But you can just use green olives and giardiniera or giardineria, the bottles of pickled vegetables. You can use hot ones, which of course I like, but I don't dare do that for these muffalettas.
Yes.
And mix those up with some extra garlic, because of course garlic is life. Fat is life, so I've got
And
a
it's
lot
good
of
for you.
yeah.
And it tastes great.
That's right.
Well, speaking of spices and stuff, what's this all about
Okay,
here?
well that, I just brought that out right now to show you the Cajun seasoning. Now, I should be showing you all these wonderful ways to make your own, but the bottom line is for $10 you can buy a huge bottle that'll keep you forever. If not, you can mix up your own just using things that you have in your house. Now, I always use Paul Prudhomme's recipe, and you want to make sure you've got paprika. The big spicy part, of course, is having cayenne,
Yes.
and that's the part you want to kind of keep an eye on.
Right.
Or in my case, not necessarily.
Yeah,
It
you
depends.
like it
Yeah.
spicy, right.
And thyme, oregano, garlic, onion powder, all of those things together create this amazing Cajun seasoning. And I use that in the jambalaya.
Oh,
So that's why I brought the tomatoes, just to show you that, yeah, there's tomatoes.
Will you be serving the jambalaya? at
We
the-
will have.
I love
Yes,
jambalaya.
we'll
What's
have
this all
that.
about?
That is a beignet. Now Sal makes that. He's going to have those available. It's a beignet donut, basically. So those will be available as well.
So
And-
lots of great food
Well,
that you're going to offer.
Yeah, and the thing that I'm going to be cooking on site to get everybody's juices flowing is, they call it barbecue shrimp, but it's basically Cajun shrimp.
Oh, nice.
So I bring in a lot of garlic butter and some big heavy pans, and I will dredge the shrimp in the seasoning with all the garlic butter and bring in some baguettes So that's how you eat it. You just dip it in this.
Sounds delicious.
It's wonderful.
Quickly before we wrap up, you've been doing this a while. You and Juliet go way back.
Well, I worked with her on the first one in 2019.
Nice.
But she used to be at my restaurant. You'll notice she always calls me Danny.
Yes.
That's how I know where people know me from.
Oh, okay.
Because I own Danny's Bistro.
Oh.
My parents named me Danielle, and that's who my older friends, the longer term friends, have always referred to me. So when I hear Danny, it's like, oh, this is one of my people that's had my world famous bread pudding.
Well, can I ask you something?
Yes.
When people come and get your great dishes, can they say, thanks, Danny?
You absolutely can.
Okay, great.
I would love it.
Okay, well, come see Danny try her great dishes. The Niagara Jazz Festival, for all the details, you could visit their website, and there's so much going on, and I think we're going to chow down now.
I don't go out late, I don't care to go. I'm home about it, it's just me and my radio. Ain't misbehaving, I'm saving my love for you.
Wow, that was fantastic. Juliet, Bertie, and Doug getting ready for the Niagara Jazz Festival. We are at Beaver Dams Park in Thorold, one of the many venues for this great festival. Now tell us a little bit, Juliet, about Doug here on the keyboard.
Yeah, so Doug's going to be playing at one of our jams. We have a jam after the first night, which is on the 20th, and then a jam session here after Battle of Beaver Dams Park at Donnelly's, and that's on the last night. Doug is at the first one, and that's going to be at Taps in Niagara Falls. So a jazz jam, there'll be Doug and his trio, and anybody can sit in. So if you play a trumpet, if you sing, if Bertie from BCM Insurance wants to come down and look, he's getting ready.
It's
like
hard
this.
not to just kind of, move and groove. You have a great voice, by the way. You're
Thank
the
you.
creator. 12 years. Are you a singer? Like, how did this all come about?
Yeah, my late husband Peter was a piano player, drummer, and singer. Even though my voice is a bit shaky there because I was laughing so much. But I am a singer as well. But then I've been doing this festival, which is so many events, so it's kind of taken over for the last decade.
Can you mention just a few before we wrap things up?
Absolutely, really quickly. Our flagship event is Mardi Gras themed, which is why we're all dressed up for Mardi Gras. That's on the 20th in Niagara Falls, Oaks Garden Theatre on the 21st. We're also in Niagara Falls, and that's at the Exchange, Sax in the City. Then we stay in the Falls for the first weekend, and we have a swing and jazz picnic, so lots of dancing. Then we hop to Henry of Pelham on the 27th with Soul Jazz in the Vineyard.
Nice.
And then on the 29th, we finish here in the Battle of Beaver Dams Park. We have 13 bands on 2 stages, food vendors, wine, beer, groovy, of course, and stuff for kids, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, and you said there's some free events as well?
Yeah, that one is free. So the last one I mentioned is completely free
And
here in
whether
the
you're
park.
a jazz lover or not, I mean,
Exactly.
it's just so much fun, right?
Exactly. Oh yeah, and it's jazz and world music. So not just jazz in the park here, jazz, blues, and world music. Yeah.
Okay, let's go over to Bertie, and we're gonna take this out. We're gonna do maybe like a little, I don't know, like a
little jig.
Yeah, here we go. Okay, the Niagara Jazz Festival. You can go on their website. We'll have all of that up on our screen. Oh, here we go.
Jazz hands.
And check it out. Great music, great food, great drinks, and great folks. Thank you so much, Juliet, Doug, and Bertie. Check them out.
We're still going. Jazz lives.